Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another video. Today, we're going to be focused on the 6G telecommunications sector. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe real quick, guys. I'm going to get into why I think a few stocks should be moving pretty significantly in this next year, especially given the circumstances geopolitically. I can say that all three of these stocks have partnerships that are significant, and we're going to get in that. But right off the bat, TTMI. Now, I will say that this is probably the most niche of the three that I'm going to go over today. But there's still potential upside here because, first of all, if you look at the chart, it's having some downward movement as most of the market is right now. So there is some possibilities that it could rebound. So just definitely looking into that because it did hit, I believe, 117 of a high. Been following this stock for a few years. It was in the 20s and then 30s, and then it just kind of took off. So definitely want to keep this one on your radar. It specializes in the manufacturing of a lot of things that I don't know. I'm going to be quite honest. But I do know that it is the largest PCB supplier to the U.S. military, specializing in mission-critical, high-reliability circuits for radar, satellites, and communication systems. So I like what I see with having ties to the U.S. military. Again, a little bit more niche and a little bit more expensive, or a lot more expensive than the other stocks we're going to go over right now. So let me start by saying I asked AI, just going to scrape with data, Nokia, Ericsson, and TTMI, which has the most going for it? So based on AI data collection, it says that Ericsson appears to have the most immediate, concrete, and financially secure path forward, while Nokia is positioning itself for a higher risk, potentially higher reward future through AI native infrastructure. So my summary going over this is, Ericsson has the best fundamentals. They have the best cash on hand, which is good for research and development, right? They're entering a space with multiple partnerships, just secured a $14 billion deal with AT&T, right? So this is considered the safer bet. Again, I truly think that one of these three stocks needs to be in investors' portfolio for the long term, right? And we got some buybacks announced. Okay, so I'm going to get into that in a little bit. Now, Nokia is, all of these stocks have been around for a while, okay? Many years. So this one is more AI focused right now. With that being said, that comes a little bit more risk and volatility. So, however, if it works out, it says here Nokia could leapfrog competitors, right? But more of a long-term play that may take years to yield high financial returns, but they also give dividends, right? So kind of two birds, one stone, dividend income collection, but also share price should be rising, right? And then TTMI again, it just doesn't have the budget that the other two competitors have. So there is some risk with it being overwhelmed, right? But again, U.S. military ties. So if we go into some announcements with Ericsson, that is major developments with Intel. That's awesome. And NVIDIA as well, Qualcomm partnerships. So just some really good things moving forward. Multiple countries that they're being incorporated in. But what I wanted to look at was the share buyback, right? So they have proposed a 15 billion, I guess 1.7 billion American dollar buyback announcement, right? And this is expected to launch after the first quarter 2026 report. So, guys, just giving you the information. I am not a financial advisor. Do what you want, right? But then you have options, right? You have Ericsson, you have Nokia, and you have TTMI. Again, this one's a little bit more expensive, but with that military ties, it could get crazy. But again, Nokia and Ericsson, I really don't think you can go wrong with these stocks long term. So I would say at least a year. Depends on your timetable. That's really what the first question I think you should ask yourself is, what is my timetable? If it's not that long, then there's other sectors you want to get into. But if you have 3 to 5 years, I don't think you can go wrong with these stocks. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, and we'll talk to you guys later.